Hello, A Day with Caleb. Welcome back to our series Unknown Gems. This video covers the 1997 Disney family comedy Jungle to Jungle. Let's dive right into it. Jungle to Jungle, a 1997 family comedy film put out by Disney, directed by John Pasquin, who it is an American remake of the 1994 French film Un Indien dans la Ville. I know I'm probably butchering that. In English, also known as Little Indian Big City. So this film came out a few years before, and Disney remade it 3 years later in 1997. It follows Michael Cromwell, a self-absorbed broker living in New York, wanting to marry his new fiancée Charlotte, but first, before marrying, he needs to obtain divorce papers from his first wife, his ex-wife. She lives with a tribe where he finds out once getting to the tribe, he has a son who wants to get fire from the Statue of Liberty in New York where he lives, and like any movie, hijinks ensue, and family becomes the forefront. Let's dive into the cast of Jungle to Jungle. The main role, if you will, played by Tim Allen, who plays Michael Cromwell, and we have met Tim Allen, legend. Then another legend in the comedy sphere, Martin Short, who plays Richard Kempster. Lolita Davidovich plays Charlotte, the fiance to Michael Cromwell. David Ogden Stiers plays Alexei Jonovich, who is kind of like a loan shark in the film. His debut role, his first ever role in cinema, Sam Huntington plays Mimi Siku hyphen, if you will, Cromwell. Bob Dishy plays George Langston. JoBeth Williams plays Dr. Patricia Cromwell, who is the ex-wife, well, not technically yet, but the ex-wife of Michael Cromwell, Dr. Patricia Cromwell. Then Valerie Mahaffey plays Jan Kipster, so Martin Short's wife. Then the very underrated actress Lily Sobieski plays Karen Kempster in the film. She is so great in Joyride and a bunch of other stuff, but this was probably one of her first roles as well. Could be wrong, but at least very early role in her career. Louis Avalos plays Abe in the film. Franklin J. Galasso plays Andrew Kipster, so Martin Short's son. Carol Shelley plays Fiona Glockman. Adam Larevery plays Morrison. Dominic Keating plays Ian. And then we end with Randy Reed, who plays Sarah in the film. So this one was a cool one to do, not only because we grew up with Home Improvement, grew up with the Toy Story films with Tim Allen, but in the late 90s, we also, JTT with I'll Be Home for Christmas. Maybe that will be a future video as well with JTT. We'll see. But this film was so cool. I do remember watching the 94 Little Indian Big City. I don't remember much about it, but I do remember watching it. But this was so great. Not only comedy legends like Tim Allen and Martin Short, but to have Lily Sobieski in there, see New York in a different light or a different viewpoint, a different scope, if you will. And a very interesting movie as well. Basically, he brings Mimi Siku back to New York. He wants to get the fire. Tim Allen's too busy with his new job. He ultimately, Mimi, goes and stays with Martin Short's family and hits it off with Lily Sobieski. These cartel, drug lord guys go after Martin Short and Tim Allen because they sold them coffee bean stock, if I'm remembering right, going off of memory, that tanks, and they lose so much money. But then Mimi Siku has his tribe training, so they take him out and ultimately learn family is the most important thing, which is true in life as well. But did you watch the Disney classic Jungle to Jungle? And that's just such a cool name too. Kind of reminds me of Eye to Eye with the Goofy movie. Almost similar to Jingle All the Way, Jungle to Jungle. And there's a cool correlation coming from the jungle tribe into the New York City jungle, so Jungle to Jungle. Very cool. Probably calling it Big or Little Indian Big City, probably not translating as well. But did you see Jungle to Jungle? Do you have Jungle to Jungle? I believe only on VHS, but such a cool one, such a cool part of our childhood as well. And then later on, meeting Tim Allen in LA, that was so cool. Obviously, you think of Toy Story first, but then he had so many iconic roles, especially Jungle to Jungle. So that was a cool full circle moment from childhood, then meeting our childhood. So cool. But if you did like it, like the video, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, share with the movie Tim Allen Disney lover. Until next time, keep collecting.